Let's have a look at some exponential functions. So if we have ex, what is its primitive? Well, we know that the derivative of ex is ex, so the primitive of ex must be, because to check the result we can go backwards to see if we can get this. What is the derivative of ex? It's ex, and that's the function, so we know that this is correct. Let's have a look at 2e to x. We suspect that it's going to be something with e to x, right? So let's go backwards and see if we can get this. So the derivative of this should be this. We know that the derivative of e to x is going to be the same thing times the inner derivative, the derivative of 2x. The derivative of 2x is 2, because I'm just going to multiply it here. So 2e to x, that's actually correct. So one more. Let's try 2x e x squared. Okay, something with x squared, right? If we find the derivative of this, let's see, it's going to be e to x, which we have here, and then times the inner derivative. So the derivative of x squared, which is going to be 2x, is going to be in front. So this seems to be correct. Okay, is there a formula, a way we can always know how to find out, how to just kind of guess and then check if it was correct? Of course there's a formula, so let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at e to x. We know that it's going to be something with e to x, right? If we check the result, if we think that this is actually the primitive of this, let's find the derivative and see if we get this. Okay, so e to x is going to be e to x times the derivative of this, which is going to be 2. So the result will be 2e to x. But we don't have a 2 here. Okay, so that's a problem. How about we divide by 2, by the inner derivative? That would solve the problem, right? So that's actually the formula. It's the same thing divided by the inner derivative. So e3x would be always the same thing, e3x. The primitive of e3x would be e3x and divided by 3. ex2 would be same thing, ex2 divided by 2x, because 2x is the inner derivative of this. Let's check these just to make sure we understand the formula and that it's actually correct. So let's find the derivative of this and see if we get this. Okay, so e to x derivative of this is going to be 2e to x, and we have over, right, divided by 2. And here we're going to cross out the 2's. That's it. So we're left with e to x. And that's the function. So this is correct. Let's have a look at this one. e3x, the derivative is going to be 3e3x. And then don't forget the over 3 here. And of course we're going to simplify this. We're going to cross out the 3's. We're left with e3x. And that's the function. So this is the primitive of this is correct. The last one, ex2 times the derivative of x2 is going to be 2x in front, and then already divided by x, 2x. And of course we're going to cross out the 2, we're going to cross out the x. Okay, so we're left with only e x2, and that is the function. So this is a way to check that we actually know that we found the primitive of this function. It's just by finding the derivative, kind of going again, and if we get this, we know that it's right. So once again, the formula to find the primitive function of the exponential functions, we just write the exponential function and divide it by the inner derivative. In this case, we divide it by 2. In this case, we divide it by 3. And in this case, we divide it by 2x.